Hello, my name is Ana Arenas, and I plan to graduate this December. I am Italian by heritage, Venezuelan by birth, and American by choice. Um, as an immigrant, I always like to tell the story why I decided to study this master's in library sciences, and it's mainly because I come from a place in which libraries are basically non-existent and books are outrageously expensive. So when I came to this country with my kid, that well, he was not even 1 year old. Uh, the purpose was to provide him with a wider world. That's what we were looking for, and the library was our safest port. I mean, it was the place that not only helped us to learn the language, but to learn about the U.S. culture, uh, and more than that, to learn our place within this new culture, how to adapt, how to incorporate, and how to enrich it. 20 years later, well, I started my master's, and my idea is to give back to this institution at least as much as I received when I was a newcomer here to the States. As for the latest books, I have three. I have selected three. The first one is A Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. I didn't know this author until the last ALA conference, and I found that remarkable. I mean, it relates to so many places, not only here in America. I mean, this is a story, a book that can be applied perfectly to any barrio in Venezuela or so many other uh, poor and difficult places. For me, it was I could identify because I think this is a human story. This is not an American story. The similarity with, as I said, with the place where I come from is painfully beautiful. The second one, on the other hand, is called Escrito y Dibujado por Enriqueta. It's a delightful, happy Spanish book. Um, I liked it, well, mainly, okay, first reason, obviously, it's in Spanish and the story is funny and it has those nuances, that, well, the kind of humor that I'm used to. And secondly, because it's designed as, well, this is a little book written by a small girl, so the drawings and the text are recalls work of small kids. But my point is that I particularly like picture books. I'm a visual person. I find images extremely attractive, and well, I love reading images. So that was the reason why I chose this one. And the third one is called Another by Christian Robinson. Uh, Another is a twist of the imagination. It's an adventure to see things differently from a different perspective. And I guess that is exactly what a multicultural approach is all about. I mean, there are plenty of universes as real and as rich as the one in which each one of us is living. So, regarding identification, I guess we're capable of connect with different stories at different times. I mean, different books bring us different situations, and depending on our moods, we identify more or less with certain stories. But I guess that you know, uh, life is like a line, and it's continuous shifting and moving and changing, and a little like the purple crayon, Harold's purple crayon. But so that's why for me, it's hard to say exactly which one I identify the most. But I want to share on that note. I would like to share one painting. A few years ago, I had the chance to visit an exhibit of Chicano artists, and this particular painting really got my attention because there were these two chairs, and I don't know. I felt something strange when I saw this painting and reading, the notes that the curator left there. And he just nailed it. I mean, you cannot sit in two chairs at the same time. So as an immigrant, I mean, you're continuously shifting. You sit in one chair, you sit in another, and each one gives you a slightly different perspective than the other, and you learn to see the world in slightly different ways depending on where you're sitting. So I don't know. I thought that for this multicultural class would be a nice thing to share. Well, good night, you all. Uh, hope to learn a lot from all of you during this class. Thank you.